Hello everyone, Namaste and welcome back. How are the Diwali cleanings and decorations going on? I am done with the cleaning and decoration is yet to be done. Video will be up on Monday, so stay tuned. Well, apart from decorations, we also feast on loads of sweets for this festival, right? We exchange sweets among our loved ones during the festival as a token of love. Most of the times, we obviously get store bought sweets as making so many sweets is a bit tough. And for those who have already made some yummy sweets, hats off, darlings. But for those who cannot make those huge delicacies, this video is for you. Let's get started. In this video, I will be sharing 5 instant sweet recipes. These are so easy that you can whip them up just like that in no time. In fact, one of the recipe takes just 10 minutes to make it if you have the ingredients. First, I have taken out all the ingredients that I need for preparing these sweets so that I can have them handy. So before diving into making the sweets, I am first roasting the dry fruits that I want for making dry fruit laddu. I need these nuts to cool down, so I am doing this step first so that by the time I finish preparing the rest of the sweets, these will cool down. Here I have taken equal quantities of badam, cashews and walnuts and I am ghee roasting them one by one. This step is important as each nut takes different time to roast properly. I have taken these. You can also go for seeds like flax seeds, pumpkin seeds, etc., which make this laddu even more healthier and biotin rich. But I didn't have them in hand, so I am making them with what I have. So I have roasted cashews, walnuts and badam, and in the end I am roasting the makhanas as makhanas have a tendency to soak up all the ghee. It's preferable to roast them in the end. So once I have roasted, I am keeping them aside to cool down, and in the meanwhile I am taking out dates to de-pit them. For preparing dry fruit laddus, we are not going to use any sort of sweetening agent apart from dates. I have this Kimia dates which are very soft and mushy, so they are very easy to de-pit. So I am de-pitting around 20 of these dates and keeping them aside. I am ghee roasting them once too so that they can become soft and I don't have to grind them again. Also, roasting the dates extends the shelf life of these laddus. So I am keeping this date mix also to cool down. Now let's prepare our first sweet here. I have taken 1 cup of desiccated coconut. If you don't have desiccated coconut, you can just add normal coconut once fried. To this I am adding 1/4 cup of milk powder. You can add malai too. And to this half cup of sugar. Now I am adding half a cup of condensed milk. Condensed milk is totally optional. It gives a nice binding to the laddus. That is the reason why I am adding the condensed milk. If you add malai, you can skip condensed milk totally, but then you have to add sugar a little bit more. I am adding sugar. You can add jaggery powder too. Mix everything well to bring it together, and then according to the consistency needed, add just 2 to 3 drops of milk so that the entire mixture becomes like a nice moist dough. Now take small amounts of this dough and make them into balls or like pedas, and that's it, your first sweet is done. This is dry coconut barfi and it tastes amazing. My younger daughter Tanvi says it tastes like Bounty chocolate. This took just 15 minutes to make if you have the ingredients. Seriously guys, try this out and let me know. So I am making 5 pedas out of this and the rest I am keeping aside for another recipe. I am adding rose petals and pistachios on top for garnishing. The next recipe is with Mary biscuits. You can take any type of biscuits like Parle G or Nutri Digest or anything. I have opted for Mary biscuits. My mother used to make this recipe during our childhood whenever we used to go out for a picnic or anything, with just a small twist from my end. So here I have taken a packet full of Mary biscuits and I have crushed them so that it could be easy for me to grind them in the grinder. I made them into a fine powder, and with little bit of milk, adding gradually, I am making it into a dough form. The dough should be like paratha dough, consistency enough to stuff things into it. Now I have taken the leftover coconut mixture and I am making them into small balls. Once this is done, I am taking the biscuit dough into my hand and pressing it like puri, and into that I am going to stuff the coconut balls, just like you stuff for aloo paratha or any type of parathas, and that's it. Roll them into a small ball or of your desired shape, and this is an amazing sweet. My mother used to roll the entire dough into a chapati and spread this coconut mixture on top of it, and then she used to roll it and cut them like Swiss rolls. Those used to taste amazing. Of course, the taste would be the same, but the texture would be different. I made it this way because they were easy to make and they would be done instantly. I'm just garnishing them by rolling them in desiccated coconut ones. And that's it. This sweet is also done. Mihika loved this sweet. She ate the entire batch by herself. Next recipe is going to be an oven made recipe. This I came across on Instagram and it was so dead easy. I just tweaked the recipe a bit according to my indulgence. That's it. So here I have taken nuts like cashews, badams and walnuts, and I'm just chopping them coarsely. You don't have to chop them very finely. You just have to chop them coarsely. I've also taken some dark chocolate and I'm chopping them coarsely into huge chunks so that the chunks would be visible and would give a nice crunch to the sweet while eating. To this I'm adding 1 cube of butter and I'm coating the nuts and chocolates properly with the butter. Now I have taken the leftover biscuit powder, and to that I have added 1 cube of butter. Slightly adding 2 to 3 tablespoons of milk so that it becomes like a crumble. Now I am taking an oven safe dish and I am greasing it well with butter. To this I have added a butter paper, and in this I am pouring the mixture of the Mary biscuit powder. It should be like cheesecake crumble. That texture should be of that form. I am spreading the crumble evenly from all sides. To this I am topping with the dry fruit mixture that we have prepared and I am spreading it evenly. As the last step, I am adding 1/4 tablespoon of condensed milk on top of this. Now this mixture will go into the preheated oven for 10 minutes at 200 degrees. The purpose of this step is to caramelize the condensed milk and roast the nuts. While that is getting baked in the oven, let us make the next sweet. For this I have taken 1 cup of badam and I am making them into a flour. Alternatively, you can use almond flour available in the market. To this I am adding half cup of sugar. I am taking caster sugar because it is easily dissolvable. You can take sugar powder too. To this I have added cardamom powder, just a teaspoon of cardamom powder and just 2 to 3 drops of milk. Make sure to add milk very little because otherwise it will become very sticky. This becomes like a dough and I am spreading it on a greased plate, to which I am garnishing with silver foil. That's it, the sweet is done. All you need is sugar, badam and milk. That's all. See, I told you, right? These are instant sweets. I'm cutting them into bite sizes so that they can be easily removed once they set. In the meanwhile, the dry fruits have also cooled down, so I am preparing to grind them. Little by little, I am taking all the dry fruits and grinding them into a fine or coarse powder, whichever form of powder you like. My kids don't prefer it very coarse, so I am just grinding them into a teeny bit fine powder. To this powder, I have added some ilachi powder, cardamom powder, and I have added the date mixture that we have made and just formed them into laddus. And these are very good and very healthy sweets. One laddu per day is going to give you all the nutrition you need that you get from dry fruits. To all those kids who don't like to eat dry fruits, moms, this is a great recipe. My kids love this laddu and I've garnished them with some badams. In the meanwhile, the sweet in the oven is also done, so I'm taking it out. This is called choco fudge, I guess, or dry fruit fudge. I'm sorry, I don't know the name of this, but this turned out to be really delicious. This is very soft and moist now as the chocolates have melted down. I'm just giving them a cut and refrigerating them for an hour or so, and they will be done by then. So all my 5 sweets were done and kids came by then and they are tasting the sweets here. Mihika, Tanvi, both of them loved all the sweets. Tanvi loved the coconut, desiccated coconut sweet, and Mihika loved the marigold biscuit laddus that I made. That's what I was saying, that my mother made these sweets like that, and she was saying, oh, this is grandmother's recipe. Yes, that is grandmother's recipe. And see the laddu, it's inside there is desiccated coconut and outside is a layer of Mary biscuit. Guys, seriously, these are one of the most easiest recipes that you can whip out at any time. You can make them in the morning when kids crave for sweets during lunch box or anything. You can, when unexpected guests come into your place and you just want to make something nice for them, whip them up and they are dead easy. In the meanwhile, the biscuit dry fruit sweet that I've kept in the refrigerator has also set down, so I'm cutting them into pieces and giving them to taste. These were yet to set as the biscuit was falling from down, the biscuit powder was falling from down, so it needs to set completely. The condensed milk needs to cool down, so freeze it for an hour or two and that should be fine. So Mihika was showing that she liked the biscuit laddu and Tanvi was showing the desiccated coconut sweet. So yes guys, this was the instant sweets recipe that I wanted to share with you guys. Do let me know how you like these videos, and if you try them out, then do share them on my Instagram handle, the handle of which is in the description box below and on the screen. Hope you all like this video. If yes, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. See you all soon with a new video. Until then, take care, keep smiling. Bye bye.